Capricorn, hey there, Melissa here to do your weekly love reading for the week of October 26th through November 1st. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It won't resonate for all Capricorns. If it does resonate for you, however, please don't forget to smash that like button for me. While you're down there, if you have not already, you can also hit the subscribe button. You can click the bell notification icon for all if you do want to be notified when I upload or go live. I do all 12 signs every single week. These are little love readings. We'll be looking at your energy, the person you have in mind's energy, and then the potential outcome between the two of you. Anything you need to know about me, you can find in the About Me section on my channel, and anything you need to know about booking a personal reading with me or donating to the channel, you can find in the description box below. Alright, let's get at your love life. This is from single to married and anywhere in between, so just whoever you have in mind or whoever's in your energy space. The energy you are bringing to this connection is the other half, the perfect pair to this person who brings the Page of Pentacles, which can be a love offer, can be communication, of course. And then the King of Pentacles for the outcome, the potential outcome. I love it. It's stability, solid, lifelong. And then we've got the Four of Cups as the overarching energy. We got the Three of Pentacles under there, which can be teamwork. We got some defensiveness off to calmer shores, and we got another perfect pair, the Lovers card under there. So feeling like a solid connection so far. So your overarching energy, though, the Four of Cups can mean that either, we're rejecting this love offer for whatever reason. We're, busy doing other things. We are afraid of love, we're still healing, whatever it is. We'll get to more on the story. The energy you bring is the Two of Cups, and again, that can just be your perfect match. The energy they bring, the Page of Pentacles, can be a love offer, some sort of communication. Your person is wanting to communicate with you, offer you something. And then the King of Pentacles, again, for the... did I go over all this already? Is just a sturdy, solid foundation, okay? This is, I like to call him the King of Stability, okay? Very rooted. Anything in the Pentacle family is going to be deeply rooted and not frivolous, okay? I just saw the Queen of Pentacles as I was saying that, by the way. So in your energy, you also have the Knight of Swords. Swift movement, swift action. The Two of Pentacles could be juggling some things, or just have several things on your plate at the moment. The Nine of Cups, though, so totally emotionally fulfilled on your own. I love that. I love that because that's actually only way you can really get to the Two of Cups with someone else is by being totally satisfied and fulfilled solo. All right, so again, we might be working really hard or maybe working really hard on yourself to get to this Nine of Cups. And after doing some really hard work, it looks like you have somebody in mind who could be your perfect match and ready to rock on that situation. Ready to rush in. We got the Three of Pentacles on top of the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Cups. This is another soulmate card, so and another communication card. So it looks like if you're waiting for communication from this person, it's coming. We got two communication cards, the Eight of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So messages could be coming in. What again, maybe some realizations are happening that this maybe we've been rejecting this exact situation for some time now, and what I've noticed is you can reject a situation for a long time, and if it's not meant to be, it will just you'll get over it. It's easy, right? But if it is meant to be, that rejection or rejecting that situation is just going to keep persisting. So maybe that's what's happening here. Is it's persisted long enough, we're realizing, okay, we've been ignoring this obvious connection for some time now. Let's go for this. And you both look ready to take action. So maybe you're already in communication. If not, you should be expecting communication soon. On the King of Pentacles, we have the Justice, the Fool. Yeah, taking a leap of faith. Wow. And the Devil, which, is maybe why we are rejecting this at this time, or kind of we've been holding back, is trying to really clear up anything within us that's toxic. I'm going to tell you right now, there aren't toxic people, okay? There are toxic situations. Toxic situations happen when there are two unhealed people or one unhealed person. So I'm getting very sad with all of the, shaming of the other person and stuff like that. And I'm sure I've been guilty, so I'm not putting people down here. I'm just, you know, when I see like toxic X, toxic, you know, it just breaks my heart, because the reality is there's no toxic X, okay? The X is in pain, and by the way, if you're with a toxic X, you're toxic. The situation is toxic, okay? So neither of you are toxic. But if you're with somebody who's unhealed and you are in a toxic situation, it's because you're unhealed too, boo. Like, I love you so much, but and I'm not even necessarily talking to you, just in general to the community out here that really likes to throw shade at like the toxic X. It's no, baby, there is no toxic X. If you're in a toxic situation, you were a 50% of that equation, and unhealed as well, and there is no blame to be had. So neither here nor there. The only way to get out of a toxic situation is A, leave the situation, and B, heal yourself, or you're going to get into another toxic situation. It's not that you just happen to be running into several toxic people. It's that you yourself need healing before getting into anything. And so we are 50% to blame for any toxic situations we are involved in, okay? Neither here nor there. I'm not even saying you guys are toxic. I think what is going on is that you are doing some... you've escaped this toxic situation or toxic tendencies, and you are ready to take a leap of faith and bring justice to a situation that I think we've been ignoring, terrified maybe that it's going to become toxic. Let me tell you, if the work's been done, but even if the work's been done and we are healed, we can still have a bit, and this needs to be healed within us too, but a bit of skepticism about a new situation turning out that way. As long as we have that little skepticism in us, we haven't really healed from that pain in the past. So we do need to just really be diligent about making sure that that trigger isn't being triggered. And how do we get there, and how do we know that it's healed up? Really trusting, being able to be vulnerable completely, because you won't get into a healthy situation without that. And then knowing that, trusting yourself enough to know that if you enter into a situation where there are unhealed, you know, where things are unhealed, or where things can be, that may turn toxic, that you trust yourself enough to catch that, to understand that, and exit the situation, realizing you might not have been healed enough to enter the situation. Again, neither party is guilty or toxic themselves, but the situation will become toxic if we haven't healed. Okay, I am going to get you guys a fairies card. I feel like I went off on a weird tangent because of this devil that is really the only bad card in this whole situation. It's a beautiful, strong connection. I feel like we're rejecting it because we're afraid of things being toxic, and I'm going to tell you right now, that fear is going to cause any situation that you come into to be toxic, or it's going to cause you to miss the non-toxic relationship that's coming your way. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be vulnerable and trusting. I know we've been taught to like literally be skeptical of things. That's not the way you're going to get into a real, true, loving relationship. You have to let go of your skepticism. You have to let go of the fear that it's going to turn toxic, and trust yourself. If it turns toxic, you trust that you are able to handle that and do what's best for you. Walk away, okay? You are able to handle that. You are capable of that. So so the fear needs to be you need to let go of the fear that you're not going to be able to, because you are going to be able to. Anyways, the card you got is music. I love it. Listen carefully for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. Interesting. I don't love the ending on that. Charm fairies to your door, but I love that. Maybe this is somebody that we have a history with. Oh my God, it probably is. I feel like this is definitely your other half. Okay. And how you'll know is I think it's going to be somebody from your past that you actually have memories with, that there might be music out there that reminds you of them. So keep an eye out, but realize that if you're walking into any situation with the fear that it could turn toxic, you're not trusting yourself or the divine enough, and you need to heal whatever is keeping you not trusting yourself, because you can handle it, and you will handle it, and you'll do the right thing. Trusting yourself doesn't mean trusting yourself to not get into a toxic situation. If you constantly are trying not to get into a toxic situation, you're not going to get into the right situation either. So trusting yourself is knowing that if you do end up in a toxic situation, you are able to see your way out,
and you can handle it. And this gives you the freedom to get into any situation that comes around, and which is the only way you're going to get into the right situation. Okay? What a weird ending. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Mwah.